Do you have your employment card? Sir, do you have your employment card here?
Sir, can you please receive the notices? I'm here to save you with the notices.
Do you have your employment card here? Do you have any documents to tell me why you are here? Are the police here to take the cases that I want to make? Are you here to take the cases I want to make? Where's your name tag? You are the guy who stole the grinder from my shop.
So what? I stole a grinder.
What are you doing at my shop again?
I took what you stole.
Leave from my shop. Leave from my shop.
Make me leave.
You are a person who stole
Make
at
me
my
leave.
shop. Get out of my shop.
Make me leave.
You touch me. You touch me again, I'm gonna murder you, ne? You touch me again, I'm gonna murder
Touch
you.
me and you see.
Please touch me again.
Touch me and you see.
Please, policeman, touch me
Touch me
again.
and you see.
Please, policeman, without a name, touch me again. Touch me again. You steal from my shop and your boss doesn't want to make a case. Get out from my shop.
Stolen shit.
Get him out of my shop.
Yes, I'm going to...
I've got a complaint right now. That man gets out of my shop.
Take me everywhere.
This man doesn't have his ID.
I gave you my ID.
I gave you had your opportunity this
I
morning.
gave you my ID.
You gave me your ID, not your employer's ID. Get out.
I left you...
Get out. Get out. Get out. You can't work the law only halfway. You must work the law for the full way, my bro. Don't come and play around here. This is not your playing grounds. It's not your school. It's not your 30% pass rate stuff here.
Did he just admit that he stole something? He put a face on now. Did he just admit that he stole So what? So what?
Hawu kwele kwethu udrink ubudrink phela kumele ngabe uthola udrink wehlisa ngawo hawu isitiyela udrink hawu kwele ay waqani uphuza isitiyela kwethu
sekuney'nsukwana.
suney'nsukwana ya ayi bafana ayi kwehla kanjani taste nje i-taste kanjani isitiyela mfowethu testa kanjani nje usitesta senze njani lapha ekusheshiseni
Hey, akona ngeke ngasiqala izolo. Hayi. Hayi sangisheshisa. Sangisheshisa. Ngeke sengikhulumile.
Awu ndoda icele. Hayi balakithi hayi mfowethu hayi. Phambili mfowethu ngesitela mfowethu hayi. Ayisiyahamba itolo bafana. Ayisiyahamba itolo.
Njengoba i-ambassador Estelle.
Bafana.
Njengoba i-ambassador.
Mana ubukade uphuzani.
Hayi. Ngakade ngidla nje amanzi.
Oh ubukade udla amanzi.
Ngabona ukuthi ngeke.
Yeah.
Angithi wona la khona.
Yeah. Ya uqinisile ngempela ya.
Wale ngidla amanzi.
Hayi mfowethu hayi umalume mfowethu ayikhale ndoda hayi. Yeah.
South Africa's post-Nelson Mandela shift towards xenophobia is driven by severe economic inequality, failures of state services, and political scapegoating. When Nelson Mandela led the country, the focus was on Pan-African solidarity and human rights, but subsequent decades exposed deep structural issues. Two major factors are responsible for South Africa's woes, from apartheid to the lack of freedom for Black South Africans to govern themselves and to thrive within the community of other Black African nations. The first of these factors is economic and social pressures. The second is political and social cohesion. The video podcast you're about to watch is brought to you by New Media TV in London. It is presented in 6 parts. This is the first part of the 6-part series. Your host is Frank Bello. Let's get started. First, economic and social pressures stem from high unemployment. A key factor is that job scarcity fuels intense competition for low-wage work, leading locals to view migrants as economic rivals. This is followed by shortages in public housing, healthcare, and infrastructure, which cause deep frustration, often projected onto foreign nationals. Lastly, informal trade rivalry between foreign-owned small businesses and shops in townships frequently becomes a focal point of local resentment. On political and social cohesion, politicians and organized vigilante groups regularly blame immigrants from neighboring African countries for domestic crises such as crime and joblessness, diverting attention from their government's shortcomings. These shortcomings are compounded by the systemic divisions, isolation, and culture of violence inherited from the apartheid era, which continue to shape social hostility towards outsiders and foreigners, especially fellow Black Africans. But here's the truth, that those who own South Africa don't want the rest of the world to know whenever South Africa enters a new election cycle, rather than addressing the root cause of their problem and what the deep state had planted post-apartheid. Jacinta Ngobese Zuma and her fellow ridiculous compatriots in the ridiculous 2026 March and March, which had displayed other innocent Africans, regrettably failed to study and understand how the deep state functions. It is very unfortunate that these South African morons did not realize that the Nelson Mandela in prison, for whom many African leaders fought, and the Nelson Mandela who later became their president, are two different individuals, and that this has something to do with the Mandela effect. Rather than confronting their demons, Jacinta and her cohorts chose the wrong fight against fellow Black Africans. Once again, yes, I can authoritatively confirm to you that there were two different individuals named Nelson Mandela, but the deep secret lies with the deep state. Yes, the deep state had two Nelson Mandelas among their captives. One was imprisoned on Robben Island. The radical individual, the real Nelson Mandela, wanted to nationalize the mines, take back the land from white ownership, and put South Africa's wealth in the hands of Black South Africans. That was the main plan of the original Nelson Mandela. The man who came out of prison and became president as Nelson Mandela in 1994 was not the real Mandela. He was a replacement or a clone by the deep state. He was a replacement. This fake Mandela, who walked out of prison and was watched by millions worldwide, was a preparation for foreign interests. He did not nationalize the mines, did not return the land, and left the economic systems largely unchanged. This was why many of Mandela's old comrades were deeply disappointed. They had fought for real economic change, but the man who became president maintained the same system that kept Black South Africans poor. The term Mandela effect was coined later to hide the truth and make people think it was just a false memory. This is part 1 of a 6-part series. In part 2, I will reveal what happened to the real Nelson Mandela after he was replaced. This is a deep state secret. Like, follow and subscribe to our channels for more intriguing content like this.